I'm Sarah, this is Abby, and welcome to Azul Unlimited. If you're new here, I'm a scuba instructor, and I moved into my van in 2021 after losing my dive shop in Indonesia due to shutdowns. I've been on the road diving around the US, Canada, and Mexico, teaching on YouTube along the way. Okay, really quick, if you're curious about where I am right now, you might want to go follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, because that's where I'm sharing more kind of in real time updates, whereas these long form YouTube videos are several weeks behind what's happening right now. So that's item number one. Item number two, I have scuba diving expeditions coming up. The waitlist is open for my Baja dive expedition in December. I still have one spot available for my LGBTQIA plus Baja dive expedition in January, and there's still spots available for SOCORRO in April. I've also opened my Baja trips for 2025 and 2026, so you can check out those dates and sign up. I'd love to go diving with you. All right, let's get into the video. After over a month of traveling in Indonesia, I finally returned to my van and life on the road. So pretty! The summer heat wave was beating down on my normal route north, so I decided to take a slow, winding trip up Highway 1. On previous trips to Washington, I have chosen the shortest path, slept alongside the road to save money on gas, and never stopped for anything quote-unquote unnecessary. This time, I let myself explore a little more. There she is. Hi. You ready? I passed some of the drive time listening to a book I chose for my Patreon book club. But honestly, I drove a lot of the way in silence. The chilly, foggy mornings made for perfect conditions to process everything that happened in Indonesia. Good morning. Oy, 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 oy. I spent my days driving and my evenings editing footage. Abby and I explored forests, beaches, and random viewpoints along the way, but I couldn't dawdle too long. Before leaving California, I signed up for a course in Seattle. It was a big investment in myself, and the clock was ticking. Driving north means something different this year. This is the beginning of a new chapter for Azul Unlimited. My dreams have been filled with a new kind of nomadic life, one that is primarily based on the water. I don't have any sailing experience, but my heart has been pushing me towards sailboat life for over a year. And if you know anything about me at this point, you know I work my butt off to reach my goals. However, I also know that I don't know anything, so before committing to a sailboat purchase, I decided to take the American Sailing Association 101 class, which teaches basic sailing practices. But on my way, I got the opportunity to check out my first sailboat of the season. I'm having some flashbacks to a mountain road in Colorado that you guys saw me bail on last summer. I'm not loving this for me. Oh, this spot better be good. Holy shit, I'm solid.
Your destination is on the right.
Oh my God, no. Stop it. Hold on. Shit, my car just totally died and I am way off the road. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Don't panic. I'm gonna try turning it on. Okay, she's on. Oh, I know, Abby. I feel the same way. It's on, so I should be able to get out. It's all downhill anyway, right? Look at this view. I don't think you can really take in how beautiful this is, but like, that's the ocean with all its rockiness. And here's my van. So cool. As long as the van starts again. There's that. Crossing into Washington, baby. Those of you that have been around for a while saw that I checked out 2 boats last year, but they weren't the boats. And I knew so little at that point. I still don't know very much, but I know a little bit more. So we'll see. Maybe I'm gonna buy a boat this year. You, my dear, have to stay here though, okay? Take care of the house. I love you. The sailing world is not easy to understand or navigate for beginners. There is a lot of confusing information online about certifications needed or how to move up in the ranks towards a captain's license and beyond. The ocean is still very much the Wild West, especially when you own a boat and use it just for pleasure. That being said, there are some established laws in place. For example, I will need a boating license to operate a vessel in Washington. I can get that and be done, as long as my goal is just to cruise on my own boat with friends. In the future, if I want to take paying customers out on the boat, I would work toward my captain's license, which is also known as a 6-pack, not in beer form, just 6-pack license. Today's the day. I'm learning to sail. I can't wait. I'm in Seattle. This is going to give me a lot of clarity on whether or not I want to live on a boat. It's a 2-day course, which ends in a test. And I'm a little bit concerned because I only just got my book yesterday since I didn't have anywhere to ship it. I need to finish the book, which I will do tonight. Hopefully I know enough at this point to get through today. We're gonna do our best. I have to pack, so I need to take lots of layers and sunscreen, food, water. My friend Anna loaned me some deck shoes and a nice little personal flotation device. I think that's it. I may take my undergarments, maybe just the top. I'm gonna pack everything in my dry bag from Dan, which is great. I love this thing for boats. Socks. They recommended having gloves, and I don't know what type of gloves, so I'm gonna take a couple. We'll see. Get them full. The train is coming through right now. That thing scared me in the middle of the night. I think I'm ready to go. Woohoo! Let's do it. The course is split into 2 full days of classroom and practical work. We had a team of 4, plus our instructor, and we learned the basics of hoisting the sails, manning the helm, and understanding right-of-way. Take up the slack?
Yeah, take it up.
We're starting the engine. It's in neutral.
Oh, yeah. Okay, good.
The moment we got the sails up and turned off the engine, I knew I was cooked. A deep sigh went through the whole team, and peace settled in as we began moving the boat with the power of the wind. We learned maneuvering basics of points of sail and moving through the wind with tacks and jibes, all while taking in the scenery of the Puget Sound. I knew right then and there that I would start the search for a sailboat to live on. The course also covers high-level navigational skills and understanding the wind and currents. Still, there is a lot to learn on these topics. I'm confident this will be one of those skills I will continue to hone throughout my lifetime. My house is an absolute mess right now, but I'm ready for day 2. Today should be more boat stuff, probably a lot more classroom stuff because we're not supposed to have as much wind, so we did more sailing yesterday. But I am fueling up because I got a tiny, tiny bit dehydrated yesterday, even though I was trying to be good. So electrolytes. This afternoon, at the end of it all, taking the test, and then I'm just gonna go buy a boat, man. I'm gonna go buy a boat. Yes, great idea. By the end of the course, I felt confident I could crew a sailboat. A lot of sailing comes down to familiarity with the vocabulary and dynamics of a sailboat. The first time the boat heeled, and that's when the boat leans or tilts due to the wind's pressure on the sails, it definitely didn't feel safe or comfortable, and getting that experience with an instructor was helpful for my confidence. Many more ASA courses allow sailors to gain the experience required to rent boats through clubs. Since renting hasn't been on my radar, I decided to hold off on that expense and use that money toward the purchase of my future house. Oh my gosh, where am I putting you? I do not have a good spot right now. My house is in a disarray. I'm done with my course. I got 100% of my test because I'm a nerd. All the physical stuff that we had to do, actual sailing and docking, it was just so much fun. I love it. I promised myself after I moved into the van, or moving into the van, that I wouldn't get into new hobbies, right? Because I do a lot of things and I really wanted to focus on the things that I love. So yoga, playing the ukulele, scuba diving. But this feels like a commitment to something, like getting into sailing. I've already bought a life vest, one of those fancy pants life vests, because I'm gonna do things. I'm real pumped on this, you guys. I'm actually going to look at a boat right now. I want to buy a boat and I want to sail to Mexico and just scuba dive all along the way. I'm very excited. I need to get ready. I'm actually parked at the marina still, so I'm just gonna go down to the dock and meet these people. I guess I'm gonna take you along. I'm sharing more information about the boat buying process with Patreon, but maybe I'll make an exception for this boat. There is a lot to consider when searching for a sailboat, so my goal is to learn as much as I can, but also not get stuck in the shopping phase. My budget is limited, so although I want to be picky, I have to be flexible. With this search, I'm settling into a new life, one that is a bit more grounded, where I have a home base for a little while. And with that home base, I'm taking advantage of all the opportunities that come with it. I always feel weird talking to my camera, so I try to walk in different places, but I also don't want to get run over. Check out this sunset. Ooh. I absolutely loved the name, Tortuga, but I don't think she's the one. She's got a lot of work to be done to be truly livable for me. What they're asking versus how much work needs to be put in, I just don't think it's gonna work out. So I just gotta keep looking. The right one's gonna find me. We're gonna find each other. How about that? A true love story. I know. I always have to come back for the camera. Okay, let's go.